Sorry Day makes you feel good that the Prime Minister said sorry for the stolen generation, for the children was taken away. And it makes you feel that we have achieved something. And it makes you feel good because they're recognising what happened to the children that was taken away. And by saying sorry, it means a lot to them, to everybody.
The Sorry Day is most important to a lot of Noongars and myself, because it's meant for when the government haven't been helping. We haven't been. The government hasn't been helping a lot of us Noongars and myself to get to get ahead. Yeah. Well, I was up at my residence, at my home up there at the time, and when the government said sorry, and it's all to not only myself but to all the other Noongars as well, and I think it's I think that's a good thing, because they really forgot about a lot of Noongars and myself. Yeah.
To me, because I was one of a stolen generation with my brother and sister, younger brother and sister. For a long time I wouldn't even talk about it, but I find that it's, to some people, or for myself, it was very important that I talk about it, because that helps for myself. I find that it helps for me to heal, and so that I can move on a little bit more. I mean, I used to try talking and I used to cry all the time, that the emotions were very, very high, and I couldn't even speak. I'd get to a stage where I'd go and start off, but now each year, but since we've started this, it's making me a bit stronger, because my young sister and brother both passed on. My sister was only 40 and my brother was only 50, and it was just like very hard for me. Even today it's still very hard, but Sorry Day to me is a way of healing and sharing your story with other people as well.
Sorry Day for me is a very important day. It gave me some, I suppose, how can I say it, relief, because we're being recognised. Things that have happened are being identified and recognised and brought to the surface. So we're not forgotten people anymore. It's important. Make me feel that like I'm a human being. It's good because we are going to continue to remind government and all those in the places of power that we're still here. We're not acting out in a violent way, but we're waiting patiently for government to treat us with respect and fairness and treat us like real human beings. Give us something that's owing to us. They've taken our land, they've taken our families, destroyed a lot of it. They're still destroying our land. We've got nothing. We just want a little bit back. Just a little bit, so that we can move ahead.
I was actually at the official ceremony over in Canberra, and there was a part of me that just went to be because I was curious, and there was another part that probably deeper down that needed to be there. And I can say that after having that experience, it really was like a big burden had been lifted off me, because I'd spent 12 years of my life away from my family in a mission. That's an institution where at the time they were putting Aboriginal people to take away, well, to teach them, I suppose, to be more equipped for the white man's world. And in doing so, they had to leave behind their families, their family and their family's way of life, their culture, and all those things. So it obviously, as you can see, it did become very confusing for me and very emotional. However, I've got to say that little word sorry had such a big impact on me, and it did have a big impact on many people throughout Australia, Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal. And I know it's only one word, but I took it in good faith, because I believe that Kevin Rudd was the right person at that time, the genuine, sincere person at that time to be saying it, rather than somebody else who could say it but not really mean it.
Her mother said, "Don't take my girl." Her father said, "Don't take my world from me, from me, from me."